Mealtime Tips Part 2. If you are dining out with someone who is blind or partially sighted, a way to describe where items are located on the plate is to use the clock method. Imagine the plate to be like the face of a clock. For example, if the peas are on the left-hand side of the plate, then they are said to be at the 9 o'clock position. Also describe any special items on the plate, like meat markers, toothpicks, or separate containers of sauce or coleslaw. A method to determine contents on a plate is to use the tip of your knife or fork to gently probe the food, noting the difference in the texture, shape, smell, and location of food on the plate. It is easier to manage if you turn your plate so that foods that require cutting or special attention, such as meat or corn on the cob, are brought to the bottom of the plate, the 6 o'clock position. It is much easier to locate and manage these foods this way, without having to reach over other foods. Loose foods, such as peas or corn, can be difficult to pick up. Many people use a pusher, such as a piece of bread, roll, or a knife to help guide food onto the fork. Another idea is to gently move the loose food against a barrier of solid food, such as mashed potatoes. This will prevent food from moving around the plate. A large spoon can also help with foods that roll off the fork. While eating, direct the motion of the fork or spoon towards the center of the plate. Food on the plate should be pushed inward, as it tends to move out to the edge of the plate during the normal course of a meal. With practice, you will become more aware of the weight of the food on your fork or spoon. Lift the fork off the plate slightly and hesitate for a moment. If anything is going to fall off, it will fall off then. Don't be in a hurry to get the food to your mouth. Dining out. Ask the waiter for any daily specials. If you are dining out with companions, let them know if there are any ingredients you are allergic to or do not like. This will save time exploring the menu. Then ask them to read the headings of the major headings of the menu. This will allow you to decide what sections you would like to know more about. Ask them to read the names of the dishes in the areas where you're more interested, such as appetizers, salads, or pastas. If you are then specifically interested in any of these dishes, ask them to read the description of those dishes. Using condiments. When sprinkling salt or pepper from a shaker onto food, sprinkle it first into the palm of your hand to determine how fast the salt is flowing, and then sprinkle it onto your food. It is easier to put sticky jam on your bread if you use a teaspoon to scoop it out of the jar, and then use the back of the spoon to spread it. To spread peanut butter or other hard-to-spread foods, use a small narrow spatula available from many kitchen specialty stores. For more helpful tips about living with vision loss, please visit www.cnib.ca or contact CNIB at 1-800-563-2642. CNIB, Seeing Beyond Vision Loss. This video has been made possible thanks to an educational grant from Novartis Pharmaceuticals Canada Incorporated.